Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Smash, smash!
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Take right open, open.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, 57.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
43.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Toney on the out route, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Once more, it's Pacheco. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Here's Pacheco. And this time he is in. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Flushed out right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Lawrence will throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Moving inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that different result. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Hey, line.
49-yard line.
30 left.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And his pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A give to ETN running right. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's got this down to the 35. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. Every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
11, Agate. Hey, kill. Think right.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
11.
ETN up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 62 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Yellow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Second and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes will try again on second down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. A handoff now for Pacheco. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 143 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself,
There's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 52 yards. And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Rip, 23.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So and
it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drive.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On play action, it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mahomes going to change things up. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards puts it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll run with Pacheco.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a run with Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Mahomes will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Chiefs 35, Jaguars 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's 1st and 10.
11. All right, here we go. Touch. 30 left.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Ready up.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly.
That is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here comes 2nd down.
Take right open.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row. They've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go from here on out.